Great play call, great pass, great reception. That play had it all.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Let's go. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the place. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the place. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the place. Next level. One of the best. Everything. I am the place. Remember me. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we...
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there caught by Gallup. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing Jones. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hamilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 1st and goal from the 3. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody to run it down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from third and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
They'll try and sneak it here. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Second and 2. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try and run the option left side, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Now Jones. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Back to throw. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll look to throw again. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They send the tight end Davis in motion. On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They're going to try and throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
16 yards right off the bat for the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hamilton has some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Jones now throwing on 4th down, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And caught by Henry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Bengals are going to have a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Hamilton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A nice little juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing, Jones. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. Hamilton, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the option left, it's Jones.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Michael Gallup, 47 yards.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengals down by a field goal. And time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
That's complete to Chase.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 20. Petty can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
And Jones going to keep once more.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk...
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the.
Better. Petty, don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Yeah.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence on the cyber.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me.
I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets, so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned the mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy than they with me. Yeah, crazy than they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give what think of us. Duck, jab, hook, send it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he works free. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still 1st down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 66 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact with
and send their punter out now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 18.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we've got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be...
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the offense get it back? They did at the 1-yard line. 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
A good run there on right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
He finds his man, complete. That's McCormick. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Jackson.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And down to the 36-yard line here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
This one is caught. It's Patton. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
We'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there.
And the Bengals have moved out in front. McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Patton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Patton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The Ravens send their punter out now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 31 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fields in right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Jackson to Bateman there. 1st down, Ravens.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His first touchdown on the
Previous play
year.
is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still first down.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On second and goal, Jackson, and in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Takes it at the 7. The Bengals set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And quickly, they get to the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. handoff as they run left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. Oh, the Bengals have got it. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40, 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Now you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Past the 20, 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. Touchdown!
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too low up there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And bringing it in, it's Davis.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's McCormick. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's McCormick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Bengals! A great play there. 31 yards. And
the Bengals up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just...
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders, don't hate us, this ice bucket. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained new world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly bang tell you the dash on wood. Stand payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at night.